Okay, so today we're going to be doing this one, number 4. So the first thing we're going to do is see if it has a base. It does not, so this is no base compared to this. Now, when a log function doesn't have a base, we assume that it's 10. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's just what we assume. So the first step we're going to do is make it an exponential function. So exponential functions look like f of x equals, so because our base is technically 10, it would be 10 then x, right? So then our first chart would look like x, y, and it would be -3 to 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 10 to the power of -3 would be 1 over 100. I'm just going to show it like this. You can do whatever you want. This is just what's easier for me. Then, yeah, continue until they're all done. There we go. So that's our first chart. And basically what a log function is just the inverse of an exponential function. So you're going to do the exact same thing, but now you're just going to flip the values. So x of 3 now becomes y of 3. 1 over 1,000 becomes your x. And you just do that to everything. I'll show you one more. For example, 1 over 100 is now your x, and then -2 is now your y. So just do that for everything. Okay, so now we have those two charts. I'm just going to write up here that that's our f of x equals log x or whatever. So now we have to apply our transformations, and that's just, we use mapping rule, I guess. So x, y, or I'll just write it out. X, y becomes x over k plus d a y plus c, right? So now we just do another chart. So now look, it's x plus 1. That becomes x minus 1 because it's a negative number. And now your d also becomes your vertical asymptote. So I'm just going to write that down. Boom. And then ay, because there's no a value, just do y minus 1. Okay, perfect. And now you're going to apply all of these values, all of this to these values over here, like the log function. So the first one, what even is it? Hold up. I need to use my calculator. 1 over 1,000 minus 1, negative 0.99. Negative 0.999. And then you're going to do them all for your x and then y. I'll just do the x's and then I'll come back to show you the y's. Okay, this one you only really have space until 8. So even this number is not really going to be shown, if that makes sense. So now you're just doing it to your y's. So -3 minus 1 is -4. -2 minus 1 is -3. -2, -1. 0. There we go. And these are the values that we're graphing now. So we already have our vertical asymptote over there. Now let's just graph. So ideally, you just use the thing. You go 1, 2, 3, and then 0.9. Yep. Then it becomes 0 at -2. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm right. Okay, there we go. And then you kind of just, because this one doesn't have an x of 9, you just kind of go like that. Does that make sense? There we go. Yeah.